Alright, here we are with Stars Without Numbers, Crew Expendable, Season 1, Episode 3.
I'm Peter the GM, and to my left, X playing Y.
Mark playing Nama, the Psyker.
Devin playing Mother.
Tyler playing JD and Soon.
And we're in October 2019.
So guys, what happened last session? Who remembers?
It was a whole thing.
It was indeed.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
whole
so
episode.
we were held up by the bureaucracy on, what was the name of the planet?
Purgatorio.
Purgatoria, which is actually very aptly named, now that I think of it.
All three of them are aptly named. Like, looking back on this whole system is just like, three examples of maltech. You have a planet that's pretty much cracked. You have, Purgatorio that has an unbreaked AI, but you guys don't know about it. And you have Paradiso, which you guys will be visiting. And they're all about, enslaving humanity through various means.
Yeah, anyways, we were held up by government bureaucrats while we were trying to sell our paper clips. And we had an interesting encounter with another ship's captain, where we basically...
Good God Almighty! In the back of the head with a steel chair.
Yeah, we roughed him up a bit, and found out that he was trying to smuggle out his sister from the system, because they wanted to detain her for some reason, which I don't think we ever really came to the root of.
Nope, find out she's smuggling maltech later.
Yeah. But we assisted him, and with some fortunate teleporting and a little bit of sleight of hand, managed to get her out.
Yeah, eventually the blockade lifted and so on and so on, and you guys managed to eventually do your trading.
Yeah.
Are such as crappy and unprofitable as that trading was.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a downer, but we're hoping to pick it up on this end.
Marginally profitable. So you have your ship, it's filled to the brink with grains, everything smells like, some barn or what have you. And what do you guys do?
We are heading to Paradiso.
Okay, so you lift up and, well, you're in transit. It'll take you guys 2 days.
So, are we gonna be hauling around this passenger for ever, or are we meeting up with the?
I assumed that she just wanted to get off planet, so I think
We arranged a rendezvous or something, or was this something we did, or?
Well, did you do that? What would you like?
we haven't arranged anything yet.
I mean,
so let's
we
go
can
have a
always
conversation
backdate
with
it.
her.
It's if you want to meet with the guy in Paradiso, he'll meet you guys in Paradiso too.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, what is your guys' long-term plan?
I mean, does she have any skills?
She, as the file we've seen on her, she's a government bureaucrat thingy, so she won't help you that much on the ship, or what have you. She's not really a ship hand per se.
I mean, yeah, but we're also a merchant company, right?
Yeah.
Having an additional administrator on hand might not be the worst idea ever.
I mean, it's kind of up to.
Let's go have a talk with her.
Okay then. Does anyone remember her name?
I don't have my notes. It was like Natalie or Natalia.
It was Tanya Bui.
Tanya.
That's right.
I knew that was fresh. All right, let's go talk with Tanya.
Okay. I guess you put her in your fancy cabin, because that's the only one that was free in the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's in the luxury suite.
Yeah. She's staying there, and yeah.
Okay. So Tanya, what are your plans going forward?
Well, I was hoping to, get back with my brother and explore the world, be free, travel around.
Well, I mean, we're sort of explorers and travelers ourselves.
Yeah, but
have you considered maybe taking a permanent berth?
I mean, it looks like your ship is almost full, and let's see if you have enough spot for my brother. Plus, he has his own ship, so it'll be kind of problematic. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, if you'd rather travel with your brother, you'd rather travel with your brother. I just wanted to put the option out there.
I mean, what will I be doing here? What would you like me to do?
Well, you're an administrator, aren't you?
Oh, yes, that's what I do.
So, I mean, we need someone to take care of our ship's logs, manage the books. As you may have noticed in our last little interaction with the government of the previous planet, sometimes it's helpful to have a second set of books on hand. So, someone who could maybe manage that would be very useful to us.
A thought, though? Just check your quarters.
Yeah, sure.
Are you willing to give up $100,000 to get a new clerk?
I don't see how this arrangement would eliminate the previous arrangement.
See, when you're hiring someone, either you pay them, a fixed salary, or in case you want to do more of a startup route, you give them a slice of the profits. So
This person would be on salary.
Yeah. How much is the salary of a clerk person? Let's see what the book advises.
It's 0 on labor. It's not that expensive.
Yeah. Life-size employment. Lawyer. Like, if they're really good, they'll be taking 400 a day. If they're mid-level, 25 credits a day.
Okay, and what would they be doing for us? Like how would this give us like a bonus on a roll?
I guess, they'd have like a level 1 skill relevant to the profession, what have you. So if you needed some bureaucrat to do a role, you could use her as a plugin for a level 1 skill.
I think that I can't see this being super helpful. It doesn't strike me as being. If you want to get someone to come on as an extra for the ship, I'd be cool with that. But we need like a computer specialist for scanning and stuff like that.
I think it might be best if you stay with your brother for now.
We need
another one. I'm gonna get another. Right?
We're wearing a lot of hats on this ship.
Right?
Yep. That's it for the fun.
But I want you to always know that you have a berth with us, if you ever need it.
Sure, I'll keep that in mind in case I see you in the system.
Okay.
So guys, I heard someone want to have a conversation about the type of cargo you want to be selling and the type of jobs you want to be doing.
Well, now that I know that immortality's on the line, on the table, it's not really an argument. It's like, hey, do you want to make a bunch of fucking profits, Captain? And Captain's like, dope, you bet.
No, we're not.
Maybe we should
peddling dope.
Maybe we should just sort of have a little talk informal talk in the captain's lounge with like our food out and some rations and stuff.
Let's sit down over dinner.
I don't know. I just thought we should maybe get a little bit on the same page of what's cool and what's not. I mean, you're the captain and all, and there was a few things that went down last time that I was sort of not super comfortable with.
Yeah, we're not doing that again. We're not going to threaten someone with insanity in order to get what we need.
Yeah.
That was not cool.
I'm glad to hear that. That was a little bit weird. I think that whole planet makes you crazy or something.
Yeah.
Another
I
one.
think we all went a little loose, but we're gonna tighten up. I want to stay on the good lines of the law.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that planet it was a little hard to do that. You're the captain. I'll follow your call. That's the way space works. One more thing. There was some talk last time about stealing someone's ship and leaving him stranded.
Yeah, we're not doing that either.
Yeah, I got some serious, especially the government like that. I can't imagine that would have gone well. But bypassing customs, I'm morally willing to do that. I don't really have a lot of respect for the planetary authority, but you don't want to piss them off.
Yeah.
So I get that.
No, if we're talking about shuffling papers and shorting on a couple forums, or you know, being a little shady with our paperwork, that's okay.
The type of
I'm
crime where
willing.
nobody gets hurt.
I'm willing to do that. But yeah, we're not going to hurt anyone.
Yeah, for me, it's really, I don't even mind if they're not a member of the crew. It's just you get a bad reputation if you do it to other people who matter, or governments and stuff like that. It doesn't work too well.
I don't even care about the reputation. It's just a hard no. We don't
Okay.
do that on my ship.
Yeah.
It's our shit. Just kidding.
Until we start paying shares. The goddamn debt.
The debt has been paid.
Debt must be paid. Let's see. So, yeah, I guess we're heading to Paradiso then?
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
there
we're
anything
heading
else
to
we need to go on about, or?
Well, you still haven't hashed out how you want to divide your profit, but that doesn't have to be discussed necessarily.
No, that's really something. we should
So profits, that's so far away.
Yeah.
That's not happening soon.
I think we're mostly looking at reinvesting in the ship at this point.
Kevin's not
once-
here, so we can't deck him out in power armor.
Once we start getting some profits, then we can talk about how we're dividing them up.
Yeah, I think we should make next time we get a decent run, like not a payout, but like a little splashing around money. I've got like 50 credits in my pocket and an old pack of chewing gum.
There are several systems on board the ship and equipment that we could be streamlined.
That's fair. That's all fair. We'll have to sit down and have a real talk about it.
Allocating a share from whatever profits or float we have towards maintaining and upgrading equipment would probably be the most ideal. Make it a slush fund of sorts.
What about if we talk about, for the current time, reinvesting 70% of whatever profits we make immediately into new cargo and goods to trade in the future, and then taking the remaining 30% and dividing it up into 6 shares. 1 share going to the ship, 1 share going to repayment, and then 1 share going to each crew member.
It might be apt in the early part of paying off the loan. It might be apt to focus on paying it down and worry about salary on as it comes up.
Yeah, I don't mean like a full payout. I mean just like a little bit of an advance of like.
Okay.
Money
Then
for upgrades.
why don't we reinvest the money into the ship and I pay you each a salary?
I mean, yeah, for now, like I said, just a small amount of that would only be really.
I don't actually require a salary. As long as we have an account bookmarked for ship and crew needs, I can draw from that for running upgrades and supplies.
That's fine
Sounds
with me.
good to me.
So a credit card with unlimited access.
Yeah, I need a company card. If we want to get our weapon system streamlined or I have to buy pre-tech salvage or whatever, that's what I'm going to use. For the ship. I don't really need my own pay because I have so little overhead.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay then. Is that all you guys want to discuss for now?
I mean, that's it. That's basically about it.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let's see. 2 days pass as you're in transit, so it's the end of February right now. Another
I guess we could do psych evals.
Okay.
I usually schedule those when we're in transit. So you don't just stare at the warp like a big dumb animal and go crazy. What the hell's your character's name, Mark?
Not much.
Not right. Right.
Member.
You're doing a bit. Alright, you get called to sickbay for crew eval.
Okay. Not we'll head down there.
I'm just sitting, tapping away on my data slate. I've been doing that the whole time.
Hello, mother.
Hello, Natma. Please take a seat.
You got it.
Natma, I'd like to go over a few very simple counseling exercises with you. Let's do word relations. I'm going to say a word. I'd like to say the first thing that comes into your mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Apple.
Yeah. Grounder.
What?
Grounder.
Okay. Orange.
Grounder.
Okay. Sun.
Stellar.
Turtle.
Grounder.
Steel.
Primitive ship stuff. I guess that was more than one. Sorry.
Hyperdrive.
How you go?
Father.
Who?
Mother.
Who?
Hand.
Raises the hand and then realizes that this isn't gonna go over there. Says, tool, I guess?
Regret.
Very few.
Loneliness.
Someone else.
Isolation.
That really bothered me. Grounder.
Cave.
Again, ground.
Fire.
Real big problem.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
You pass with failing grade.
You pass with a failing grade. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I was a little worried about the loan, but I think we're making progress. I'm glad to be off that planet. I think we got went a little bit too close on that one. That could have gone bad.
Do things often go bad?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of life.
How do you cope with that?
You try and fix the problem, and if you can't, you move very, very fast away from the problem as it collapses in a cavalcade of failure. You try not to get to that point.
Do you often find you're encountering problems in your day-to-day life that you have to run from?
No, that's only happened like twice, and that was 2 or 3 names ago.
If you had to define the word problem, what would you define it with?
Something likely to cause you imminent death or lock you up on a planet for the rest of your life.
So, prison sentence.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
What do you? What's the first thing that comes to mind when the word marriage comes up?
Grounder.
Interesting. That's all.
What's a grounder?
Yes, but as you can probably tell, Nagma is from like a
Space.
yeah, 50th generation spacer.
Sky crew.
Was like 21 before the first time he stepped on a planet.
Fun.
Okay, that's it. We're only gonna do 1 per hyperdrive.
This isn't happy drive, you're already with sublight speeds.
It doesn't
Because
matter.
in system. So, you arrive in Paradiso. It's a TL4 plus planet that specializes in life-extending spice, the Azure. And it's a dystopic utopia. It likes its maltech. So, you have a few choices where to land. You have the Palace of Pleasure, the Palace of the Void, the Palace of Nature, and the Palace of Nirvana.
Void.
Void. Okay.
Could we get a definition of them before we just throw
Alright,
a dart at the
Alright,
board?
on the Event Horizon Palace. Ship is destroyed.
Well, they're each a different interpretation of how to get happiness through unorthodox means and what have you. It's all described in the planets document if you guys want to have a bigger look. So you pick Palace of the Void. So it's a city devoted to happiness through the lack of pain and lack of discomfort or whatever. So, you get your limb replacement there, amputations, brain gelding and what have you, that's known. So, you get closer to it, the architecture is pretty flat, everything's a bit rounded and dulled or what have you. You can't really see any sharp edges in any of the buildings as you
We
go.
landed specifically at the gelding one.
Brain gelding. Oh, don't worry, each of them is its own little horror. So yeah, all the colors are they're all muted and what have you. And all the buildings have like holes in them or what have you. That seems to be their architectural style. Okay, you land in the docking bay, docking port, what have you. And yeah. So, next guys.
All right. I guess we're gonna try and make a trade.
Yeah, I'm looking through the brochure on this place. 'Cause the palace has actually got some pretty good stuff in there. There's a few different places we could head to. I'd like to point out that nature is a specialty in alcohol, which is something we are in probably in need of restock. But we might be able to sell the food and stuff here. These the void is like they probably need some basic agricultural stuff for people and plenty of food for the new slaves.
Okay. We'll try and offload our cargo.
Okay then. Time to bust out the trading music and let's do some
Capitalism, ho!
Oh no.
Yes, Devin?
Math.
It's 2d10,
3d6
3d6.
plus your expertise of 2.
Do we want high or low?
Well, the first roll. Oh no, we're selling, so we want high.
No whammy.
So
No whammy.
Oh my god. That is
Oh wow!
18
Plus one.
No whammy.
You can
plus
work-
2,
Oh Jesus!
so 20.
okay.
Fuck
So
yeah.
the 20 bucks.
Profits are all that matter, Quark.
But at that level, they're willing to kill you to get the cargo.
Yay, sweet tap.
So that was for your tractor. So you're selling something that's a vehicle. So you get your +1. So that's a 21.
Plus 2?
Vehicle +1.
Okay.
They're selling +2 for Pretech.
Okay.
But this place has a friction of 3. Because
Okay.
it's skinny off from the top. So it goes from 21 to 18.
Okay. I mean, 18 is still really good.
Yeah, you
It's
get
as good as we could get,
plus 150%.
Yeah, I rolled 3
credit.
sixes.
right?
So
I mean, if you want, I can go take care of some of that friction.
farm. So your basic farming vehicles go for 25,000 credits. Let's see.
37,000 a ton.
Times 1 point. Well, plus 150%, so 2.5. So 62,500 per ton of cargo.
We have
Nice.
4 tons, or what do we got here?
I thought we had 5.
Let's
Oh shit!
let's see.
Damn it!
It's in the trade table.
It's so little time.
You have 10 tons
Oh, there it
of
is.
farming
Yes.
vehicles.
There it is.
So that's 625,000 credits.
I
You
don't
can
know which
offload those.
How much is the debt?
Just shy of 2 million.
Oof.
Yeah. Gonna
Planets,
start making payments
sectors.
on that soon.
Where's the trading here?
We just gotta keep that roll going.
On the table.
I had it open and then it.
But we hawk this stuff, right? Nothing bad happens.
Well,
There we go.
I'll have to double check. When do you roll trouble? Is it also for selling or is it just for buying?
Yeah. Wow.
That made us some money.
If a
There's,
deal-
well, there's a third of our debt paid potentially. Not that we're gonna.
Okay. Yeah, for each deal you make, you roll trouble. So roll 1d10.
Do we want low or high?
You
Not
want
one.
high.
We want high?
You want not a one.
Yes. So no trouble befalls you here. 'Cause
Thank Christ.
if you roll 1, 2, or 3, something will happen. So yes,
No
you,
whammy.
so you managed to offload your farming vehicles. Now, roll for your bulk grains if you want to sell those 190 tons of it.
190 tons?
Yes, the whole ship was packed with grains.
That is a 10. Plus my 2, making it a 12.
I mean, at least we'll clear it out. We should have bought way more tractors.
We were out of money.
We couldn't afford it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was
Yeah,
12.
still
They don't have anything for agricultural. I think that's the only tag you have.
We're probably gonna break evo. It's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
-3 for the friction.
Oh fuck.
And so that is a 9, right?
Yep.
So it'll be -10%. So I think you bought it for just the same amount of money.
Yeah, we
We
broke
could-
even on the grain, but we made a killing on the tractors.
Can't we
Sounds like-
wait another week to see if a better deal for the grain comes up?
Um,
Is that like an explicit rule?
The prices don't change but the items do when you buy.
Ah,
I
when
think
we're buying? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more of a reshuffle.
we could just carry the grain to whatever the next planet is too.
You don't have to sell stuff. That's the price that's being listed right now.
So we can go see if there's something we need to clear out and it's a really good deal on something.
It's taken up a lot of our cargo hold.
well, let's see what we
Let's
can
see what they got.
find here. And if we can find something better, we'll offload it. And if we can't, we'll just keep the grain for someone who needs
That's
it.
smart thinking.
Start noting.
Let's window shop.
I'll just start noting the prices go.
The funniest thing about this game, Resketeer or whatever, was that it was best actually to sell low and buy high
How come?
because it improved the economy of the town.
Oh.
Yeah, you wanted to give your each shopper was a type of shopper, like little girl, old man, young newlywed. So if you sold them the item at a better price, they save money, and if you bought stuff from them at a higher price, you put more money into their salary. So those types of NPCs eventually got more and more money to spend at your shop.
Interesting.
So yeah, you pump the community full of money, and then you make a killing once you get to the late game. You swoop in.
Yeah, I remember that you had to like keep notes of like, oh, how much can I, ring out this person?
113%.
No,
It's a standard universal number.
no, it's like because everyone has like sort of base price, and if you like hit it, then they gain it's like 5%.
Yeah.
If
more.
you stay within about 113% universally for all people, you keep a chain going longer, and the chain cranks up a multiplier to stupid numbers.
Oh, so you like. I remember like with each trade when you hit it, it goes down by a specific number. So if you keep hitting it, you can get more and more
Yeah,
out of it.
you
each time.
could hit a sweet spot, but there was a safe range you could play in.
All right, let's go window shopping.
Okay, roll 2d10s. Figure out what's available.
Maltech!
There's a
Need
high
more
chance
talent.
it'll be Martek.
That is a D8. That would have been a fatal mistake. So I got a 9 and a 2.
Okay, so you got some saves and liquid
yay!
joy.
Liquid Joy, like the thing that lobotomizes you.
No, this is just a luxury happiness, liquids and stuff.
The good juice.
What are they per each one per ton?
It doesn't matter because we're not trading in slaves.
But theoretically, let's just hear what the price could have been.
25,000 per ton, and liquid joy is 100,000 per ton.
Well, I mean, clearly I know which one we're going.
So, out of curiosity, just so we know for the thing, what is the illegality of liquid joy in most systems?
I don't know. It's like, probably...
It's drugs,
Awesome.
guys. We're just gonna sell drugs. The
every
same way
place-
people sell liquor, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. It's not like the space DA is going to bust us though, right?
I mean, they will if they want to cut.
Depends on where you want
That's
to
how law
pocket.
enforcement works when you're a far trader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that means we have 14 tons of cargo.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, can we afford 14 tons of liquid joy?
we just buy 6 tons of it, and
Okay.
that's basically all we're. So I'm assuming the price is reasonable.
Roll with expertise.
Oh fuck.
3d6.
3d6.
Oh fuck. So we want low for this, right?
Yeah.
No whammy. No whammy.
No whammies. Otherwise, we have to
Whammy.
roll to how much the slaves are. Oh, wow!
Yes.
This is the day of the.
Was it triple ones?
I got a 6.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And it goes.
I mean, a 6 on 3d6
That's
is
good. Yeah,
pretty good.
That's
That's
fantastic.
Okay.
a third.
So you roll a 6, your expertise is 2, so it goes down to 4.
And it goes up by 3 for friction.
The friction is plus 3, so it goes up to 7. But also, does the stuff they're selling, because it's medical, so it goes in your favor by 1.
So 6.
So it's a 6, so minus 40%.
Nice.
Oh,
50%?
40.
Oh.
40 is pretty damn good.
40%?
Yeah.
Like
so
we're
60 grand for each unit.
oh
So we can afford 10 units.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah,
10 units.
this will pay out.
Roll D10.
Yes.
See what problem.
Oh fuck.
4.
I got a 4.
Just skimmed it. No problems.
Nice.
Okay then. So you're buying Liquid Joe.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you.
Fill out what my trophy was for the last session.
That was
I took one of those guys' teeth.
teeth. Okay. So let's-
Tooth from that guy we scared.
Is that a thing we have?
Oh, I have a trophy board in my room.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, I replaced the tooth I took. Just gave him a ceramic tooth. We got bashed pretty hard by that chair. That it was plausible for me to steal it and make it look like an accident.
Okay. Let me update the other sheet as well.
Got the note.
Yep. Accounting the game.
Right?
This is what we all signed up for.
Economics.
I mean, that was pretty much the pitch for this thing. Like, oh, Devin doesn't really want to run such things. How would I run? Because I like this type of game.
You love the spreadsheets.
And Tyler likes spreadsheets.
What's your
I
class?
do.
Hayek or Keynesian?
Oh my god. Someone wrote a really good Siri article about how Adam Smith was a dumb asshole. Like everything you know about him, about how he was like, you know, people earn their way through like hard work and stuff. His entire life was supported by his wives and sisters and mothers constantly taking care of him.
No, but I mean that's kind of that's also kind of the ways, and like the whole economic series of management was come up with a guy named Taylor. They literally call it Taylorism, and you read about this like amazing experiment where he maximized the efficiency of this place, and it's so obviously total flim flam, like the most transparent, like everything, virtually everything about it was made up.
What about that guy who went out in the woods and read from a cabin and lived out there to be...
That's just who I was thinking of.
Is that Robespierre?
No, I think it
No,
was Sartre. Thoreau, yes.
Thoreau, that guy is such a piece of shit. Henry David Thoreau is famous for going out to a cabin and being a self-made, self-sufficient man, totally isolated from the world,
Yeah.
showing you that
Which,
man, a great
which
man,
was
can make it on his
completely
own.
not. Yeah.
His mommy and his sister would show up constantly to make him food and clean his cabin.
Yeah.
Which was on his ancestral property. The guy went camping like an 8-year-old in their tent out back. He wasn't... The people who teach about him don't do a very thorough job. 100 years for that gag. I guess we'll pause for Peter, because Peter can tell us stuff about money. Okay,
Content.
we're back.
So, what's your plan to get rich, guys? What did you figure out while we weren't recording?
We cooked the books, and Mark's suggestion was we get rid of all of our grain and double down to Liquid Joy. We ran the numbers, and that does pan out. Even an ideal profit on grain isn't going to pull in the same numbers as buying a few more tons of Liquid Joy on one big sale.
That tracks. Okay then. So, you roll the expertise, you can sell for 900 credits each. You have 190 tons of it. And yeah.
This is a huge discount we're getting on that, on the Joy.
Yeah.
40% off is insane.
So $900 per unit. We need 40,000. So roughly 50 units. Each of them gets us one, roughly.
Okay.
So, do you want to sell all of it, or how much?
Just get rid of it. It's just simpler for bookkeeping, I think.
Yeah.
Okay then. Roll me the d10, see whether you get into any trouble.
If this is
1d10?
1d10. 1. Yes.
It had to happen.
Use your expert power.
That's not a skill check. That's just a
What's
mishap
the
roll.
point of even having it?
Well, okay, let me pick up Paradiso. Now, roll me a d6 to see what happens.
Luck can hold out forever.
5 on the 5. Strange local custom coincidentally adds 1d4 friction. Roll me a d4.
Yeah, we're getting screwed on the screen.
Don't have a D4 on hand.
I got a D4.
I'm gonna
You want me to
roll a D8 and have it.
I got a D4 here.
Roll, Devon.
Is it green?
Yes.
Thank you. 1.
One,
that good?
So 1 extra friction to the
it
deal.
is.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna
instead-
get screwed on the screen. Who cares?
So instead of getting 900 credits, you get only 800 credits per.
Ugh.
Ah,
Losses.
this grain hurt us.
Yeah.
You only lost like
19,000 or
100 credits per each. So yeah, that's like
100 grand.
That's 19,000.
Oh, because it was
Yeah.
100 units. 100 times 100.
119,000. You lost 100, so that's 19,000.
Okay. Cool.
Okay then. So do you want to up your liquid joy intake?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're maxing out on this.
Okay then.
What about that immortality product? Do they sell that here?
Well, they sell it, but currently it's not that much in the market. If you want to get it specifically,
You have to
either
wait.
you roll for it,
And
or you wait time so it becomes available, or you say, "Fuck it, pay an extra 4 friction, and you can get it."
Jesus. I'm gonna
We're
roll
not-
for it.
Okay.
Just one ton.
Sure. Yeah.
If
go
we
ahead.
get a ton of it, that'll last our crew.
Okay.
So you're just buying that specific.
Oh, I want to do the roll thing you talked about.
Okay then. Roll me 2d10s to see what else is available in the market at slightly higher friction.
Yeah. Or we could just wait. Do we want to hang out here for a weekend and get engrossed in the culture?
So,
Well, I think we have a quest here, anyways. That's gonna take us some time.
All right. So yeah, can we do the roll as if we had waited here a while?
Well, it's the same roll, just
Okay. 2 to 10.
yeah, 2d10.
5 and a 4.
4 is some brain gelders,
Nope.
and number
That's
5
maltech.
is regenerative tissue.
Is that their immortality tech?
No.
Regenerative tissue?
Yeah, some medical stuff.
Well, all right. What's the markup on the regenerative tissue? Wait, is the brain gelding technology similar to the transhuman tech I work with? Because
Well,
then we could retrofit it.
to an extent, I suppose you could try figuring this out.
How does the brain gelding work? Is it just chemical castration?
How do you want it to work then?
Not like that, but that's exactly how a horrifying planet would do it. They just poke you. But if this is memory reprogramming, then that means it's based off of transhuman tech, which means it could be used for building secondhand data grails, or not grails. Fuck, what's the term I'm looking for? The thing that stores your memory, which means I can make backups of you guys.
Probably like soul stones.
Soul stones, that's the term.
Well, they're 400,000 per ton. Base price.
Maltech, man.
Math is like a +3 or whatever.
look,
I think we're best off just going with the liquid joy, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. What about the skin stuff? What's that per ton?
Tissue's 25,000.
look, we'll be on plenty of
I
planets.
can fix you
to do
guys.
anything.
It's not really important.
Yeah.
What about buying the goddamn immortality stuff out off season?
I'll see. So, well, roll the expertise, see how well you do.
What is that?
3d6.
What do I add to that?
2.
6, 12, 14.
14. Okay.
1.8 billion per ton.
So 14 is. Did you? Okay. What did you roll?
I rolled a 6, and a 2.
Okay. So 14 base, expertise knocks it down by 2, so you're at 12. Friction adds 3, so that's at 15.
Oh, we wanted to roll low.
Plus- Plus 4 because you're just taking it off the market, so that's a 19. So that's plus 200%. And the base price of Azure is 200,000. So you'll be paying 600,000 per ton.
Yeah, we're just doing liquid joy here.
Well, I just wanted a ton to keep in our smuggler hold because it's immortality treatment, which means I
Yeah.
can treat you guys with it.
No, I get what you were going for.
We'll have to come
And
back.
it was a good gamble, but unfortunately it didn't pay out.
Yeah, we'll have to come back next time. Check
Yeah.
the market.
Since, like, yeah, I guess you're planning to make the other crew transhuman, and I'm guessing the theme of this game might be that, you know, yeah, you need to get those like rare minerals that are around various planets to use in the process, and yeah, Azure would be one of those components you could slot in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to basically find the shadows of what would help build my lab up.
Yep. Okay, let's finish up accounting, and then we can actually do something else. Let's make sure that.
But even like, you know, even if you could we could jury rig some weight on the ship to make some more drugs if there's a shortage or something.
Well, the ideal thing for us to get would be a grail. Actual grail would be an infinite profit machine. It's a matter replicator.
Yeah, I mean,
It creates like 500,000 credits worth of material every month.
yeah,
So that's anything.
I've heard of a couple. That's like the big dream. I mean, like the ship people find it, they go out and they go on to some little private little asteroid somewhere, and they literally go live there forever with.
Unfortunately, access to such technology is limited. Only my home world has functioning grails, and they're owned by the state.
Well, I've never even seen. I've only ever heard them third or fourth hand in spacer bars. That's literally it.
All my equipment, including this frame, was built using a grail. I built it.
I built it. I went to my CAD file, clicked print, and I think just printed it out.
Yeah, but you know, you get the parts in piecemeal because it's you know, it's a microwave, so it does the part, and you have to keep putting it together into a bigger piece. You don't just get a box with a wrapped Terminator endoskeleton. You have to take it out part by part.
Well, in vanilla style number, there are like personal grails, which are like, yes,
Oh, yeah.
microwave, or we can have big size grails. Like, okay, I want to print a hover time.
Yeah. No, I was from a weird spacer commune. We had personal grails.
Yeah.
All of my equipment was built using one. Performing such a heist would be problematic on several levels.
Yeah, I don't think we're there yet.
Grails are one of the few things that you can't replicate with a grail.
No, and plus, if you stole a grail from anything, it would be pretty much draw the wrath of.
The owners tend to be immortal and multiplicitous.
We get a couple million. We can. I'm sure we can arrange something impressive.
All right, there was a job here.
Okay. I guess first, Tanya and Oleg, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want to just offload her or what?
I mean, if she's comfortable leaving here, then this is her port of call. But we're willing to take her where she wants to go.
Yeah, she'd rather leave. And I guess Oleg wires you like what, 50,000 now, and then like in installments for later. Because like
I mean, you know what you could do? You could have them wire you 60,000 and forgive a little bit more off the top, and that buys us another ton of material.
Yeah.
Can he do 60,000?
And we'll just call it 40,000. And sorry for hitting you in the back of the head of a chair fee.
Yeah. Let's role play through this though. So Oleg, we've got a good line on precious commodity here, and if you could come up with a little more of an upfront fee, I think we would be willing to call your debt even.
how much is a little more? How much are we talking?
70,000.
70,000. Roll me something. Convince him.
Oh, you did there.
2d6. That's your normal skill roll. You're not.
No, I'm talking though.
Yeah.
He has 3d6 drop the lowest.
Ah.
Right.
He's a machine.
Why did I roll the d8 there?
Well, an Uno card.
10.
Okay, I guess I'll sell some parts for my ship and get a quick turnaround. Sure, like, just give me a day and he goes off.
I was going to
Sounds
buy
good.
this discounted grain from some people just sold.
I also need to buy some drugs, man. They're selling like hotcakes. Sure, you get your 70,000, you know, Tanya bids you farewell, and you call it even. There.
Okay,
That quest solved.
sounds
So,
good.
Guess time to add that to the ledger.
Another unit of drugs.
Sure thing.
I think we made out pretty well on that exchange.
Yes. Better to be able to purchase now than in the future.
I just hope no one throws all these stuff off the ship because they're sad.
Don't be sad, Nicole.
Fucker. Mother. Fucker.
If it wasn't liquid joy, I would do.
Can I get access to any of that Azure spice? Not a ton of it, but, you know, in subdivisible amounts.
Sure, you can get a little bit of it.
I'll pick up some over-the-counter stuff so I can have it in my lab to look at.
Well, actually, if you want... Okay. First thing, you mentioned that you wanted to have some people to use your luxury cabin, get a ship, and have passengers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you're scrolling through, the list of, people that I know want to get off this planet, and you find a 3-for-1 deal. You have, 3 diplomats from Ascension, that weird planet there of, hive consciousness, that, don't mind sharing one cabin, if that's what, you'd be interested in.
Yeah. I think we can take them up on that.
Yeah.
As long as they don't mind bunking up.
Yeah. What are they offering us?
I guess we'll have to figure out where you guys are going, and maybe they'll be conveniently going the same direction.
That's
and
fair.
then based on that, we can do that because, long-term planning.
So we have invested all of our capital
Yeah.
into things, and I'll just go through our own little group knowledge here. What would be a good place to dump off the drugs?
I think you still have 60,000 says here for spare money or something, unless I'm not counting something right.
If we do, yeah, we could probably keep that as a float for upgrading stuff.
Or buy more drugs.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's another, 100 grand right there.
Okay. Okay, let's see which planet likes luxury.
Yeah. let's start
And
with
which
that
planet is close?
That
We don't
is
want
a
to be
big one,
taking
yeah.
too many jumps.
I mean, with the amount of stuff you have, you might be,
Ascension. That's so obvious. I'll be shocked if it's not Ascension.
Let's see.
We definitely want to maximize the profit on this run.
Sector 0200.
Let's see.
Is it within jump
Ascension.
distance?
Ascension likes Alien and Pre-Tech.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More about that. I don't currently have any plans that want luxury per se, but I guess I'll have double.
We could dump off stuff at the furry planet.
That's
That's
kind of far
really
away,
far.
and you don't have even the spike capacity to go there. So,
If no place is specifically looking for it, then I think we should just dump it off at the nearest planet and hope to
That
roll
doesn't
good.
roll terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a
I
bunch.
mean, if we want, we can modify the spike drive to get us to where we gotta go.
Yeah.
I could overhaul the engine. We got the tools for it.
plus also you could always just be aiming for planets with low friction, so that doesn't eat too much of your profit.
Honestly, we could
Yeah,
just.
let's
there's-
go low friction.
We've got a bunch of planets around. There's 5 in this little 6 in this little cluster stars that have multiple planets. So honestly, we just keep going from.
So which is the lowest friction planet?
We're on.
Well, there are a couple that have
Paradiso, right?
friction 1. For example, Roma Secundas and the Predator Republic has low friction, for example. There are others, so
Chairman Republic's probably a good deal. They're a military junta.
We
Let's
should
do it.
I mean, we're still in the same system. We haven't actually
Yes.
spiked, right? So why don't we go to literally the only system we can go to next?
of the ancient.
We've got Havay and Shilos are both sitting there as well.
What's the friction?
What's the friction?
Check in the planets document. Halvey has friction of 2, and Shilo's got 2 as well.
I think it's worth spiking to get to a place that's just got 1.
Plus, with the money on hand, I can modify the spike drive to get us
So
there.
Tho? Or not Tho?
Start looking at my tool notes.
Well,
Tessellation.
we can start figuring this out. We have some more time. Let's look at spike drive costs. How much would that be?
Yeah, I can get our spike drive one level higher.
Oh. Costs 100,000 credits plus.
Costs 50,000 credits.
Devon, that's a ship fitting, not a ship modification.
No, it's a mod.
No.
Drill velocity upgrade.
Ah,
Yeah.
that mod, yes.
Yee.
If you're doing the modding way, yes.
Which we would. I spec my character for it.
Okay.
I think he's wondering if we're gonna get that first and then put that on.
Well, we don't really have the power or the space to upgrade the spike drive. Spike drive upgrades require power, but I can make our current drive more efficient and count it as one level higher.
Yeah, I mean, having going 2 instead of 1 is what is known as a rather large game changer in terms of economics.
So I could do this for, I think, 25,000 credits. Like, I'll start, because we're talking about this, I'll start bringing up schematics and, you know, the different ways we can streamline the ship.
Let's see. What's that called? Modification?
Yeah, I can do it for 25,000. Because of how I'm spec'd out.
So the whole.
This is that slush fund I was talking about.
Need 2 components though. Or 1 component per hull class.
Shit.
How do we get those?
Well, I can ignore one because I'm a tinker, but we need that other pre-tech salvage.
Well,
Didn't we get it from taking down that ship? Wasn't there anything on board?
there
that?
was spare parts. There's no
Spare
there.
parts.
That stuff isn't.
And we sold those.
Yeah.
If you want to get pre-tech,
That's specifically pre-tech salvage.
yeah,
So that's more like this is your quest reward, guys. These are your like celestial shards.
Yeah, if we can
That
get
old
one
stuff.
piece of pre-tech salvage, I can upgrade the spike drive and increase our spike radius by 1.
Okay, so we'll put that on hold as a thing that we want to do.
I keep forgetting that because we're a free merchant, every fucking thing costs 2.
Yeah.
But I ignore at least 1 shard requirement, so all of our personal gear is basically free.
yeah. I think at some point in the future, stealth tech would be pretty.
We have stealth tech. We have Q ship cladding.
No, I meant personal stealth tech.
No, no, you're right. You're right.
Well, that's always a possibility.
There's one thing I've learned: you don't want to get caught on camera teleporting.
Yeah.
Well, that part was pretty much a setup to get you guys,
True, but it's
More
more
desperate.
it's more fun when literally they don't get anything from it. They're like,
So we're gonna pick up these diplomats.
Yeah, that would be the most efficient route.
So yeah, you arrange meeting with them. There's 3 of them, and they look like kind of weird. Although you've been in this place for a while, like doing all the training, and like all of the people had this like sort of weird modification to them. Like parts of them were hacked off, modified with cybernetics. What you looking for, Nicole?
My debit card.
What are you going upstairs to buy?
Food of some sort. Okay. It's not here. I have to go to work.
I guess you'll go.
Right. So you should.
Should we pause? No, I think that was spam.
Spam.
Yeah.
Damn you, spam! Yeah, I got like 2-3 spam calls today alone. Jeez.
Right?
So annoying.
my social insurance number has been suspended
Oh no.
Fucking lord.
unless I give out some iTunes gift cards.
So yeah.
So you guys are looking to come aboard.
Yeah. So yeah, you meet with those diplomats. They're like looking androgynous. They got like black and gold clothing, honeycomb designs, whatever. They look like cyber augmented and whatever.
They didn't ask for this.
What do you mean they didn't ask for this?
He's making a Deus Ex reference.
Oh no, they asked for this. That's their jam. They're buying into this thing. So yeah, they say like, yeah, we'll be interested in passage on the ship. I think we can make an arrangement.
What are we charging here?
I mean, if I were to make a suggestion, it'd be 60,000 credits.
That seems a little low.
Does it?
It depends on what the.
Well, we don't know where you're going, guys. First, so we can upside the negotiations for later.
Praetorian Republic. It has the lowest friction, and it's a military junta. They will be less likely to screw with us to fuel their war effort.
Yeah, that's our port of call.
Okay. How far is that? Was it like 3-4 jumps? Let's look at the.
As long as we get some salvage here, and I get about a week, we can make that jump a lot easier too.
Let's see. 1, 2. That's 3 jumps. So standard going rate is 1,000 credits per person per hex. So if that's, let's see, 3 people times 3 hexes times 1,000, so that's 9,000 credits. That's the standard going rate. And you're packing 3 people into one, compartment that you have, so that's the bonus for you guys.
Yeah, but this is a luxury apartment, so I kind of want to talk them up on this. They're not just being jammed into bunks on the lower hangar of a cargo ship. They're getting...
You pay a premium to go.
Yeah,
on the train.
they're getting a luxury berth here.
Okay. Sure. Then roll me something.
I'll roll you talk. We'll take away the lowest. 8. But plus 1 from my charisma and plus 1 from my skill makes it 10.
10. Okay then. So how much would you like to bump it up?
Just 10,000 each.
10,000 each instead of 3,000. That's times 3. So doing 30,000. Sure, let's say that you roll enough because you rolled like 10 plus. That would be enough to get you up. Sure, why not? That's like nothing in your money anyway.
Well, make me feel good about it.
Well, just to scale, so
It's over a month of interest.
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty much paying for you that month for you.
Okay.
Let's take some notes. You guys should do it.
So who are these dudes? What are their names?
They're weird.
Yeah, they come from Ascension, so their native language is Esperanto Lodgeban. So they're like Gugikai Dude, Gugikai Fei, Gugikai Pa. Those languages are like man-made / really weird things, so yeah. And you can pick up from like the way they're acting and talking that they're pretty much like hive mind linked, so extra weird.
Sadly, I don't have telepathy or metapsionics, so.
Well, one of them has. Okay, so should we pause for a sec?
Sure. We're back.
Okay, so you're also like looking around for some missions and what have you, and you have a small listing of like pretty much they're looking for some fund traders to deliver some replacement equipment to the local asteroid mine that's in orbit, and also like help fix / do whatever to get it back and running. So, you want to follow up on that, Tyler?
Yeah, sure. What's the pay?
Okay, so you go to some offices, like walk in there. You meet with a businesswoman, Anastasia Nguyen.
Okay.
Let me paste that in the thing because yeah, she has like half of her like face, head missing, whatever. but seems to be working, just functioning normally and what have you. And yeah. So the pay would be they have to decommission some chemicals from the mine, and you could keep that. And the chemicals that they're using is raw azure, so the stuff you're looking at for the metallic deck, just way lower grade than they'd be using as an exception of their phasing out. So you'll be able to get some tons of that as payment.
I think we'd be willing to accept that.
Okay then. So it gives details. You have 10 tons of cargo to pick up as spare parts in the hangar base and what have you. You have space now. So. Yeah. So it's Ice Station Asteroid 426.
I have to ask.
Yep.
What are the risks involved in this trek?
Okay. So we go to the details. Pretty much, they were running a mining from an asteroid mine that they've captured. Recently, they had some brownouts. They reported some people going missing. Some infrastructure needs repair, and there might be something out there that needs a far trader's touch. So prepare for some.
This is sounding pretty sketchy. I'm thinking this warrants hazard pay. I mean, I was all aboard with just running the cargo haul for some share of cargo, but you're talking about a potentially dangerous situation that I'd be putting my ship into.
Okay. Roll me some negotiations. See how much you can get out of them.
I'm so good at this.
Yeah, this is your time to shine, man.
Take away that 1 and make it 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay then. So, do you want extra hazard pay? How about we can say that there's also some old equipment that they're also decommissioning in there, and you can have. And from what description you're getting is that it's a pretext salvage, since you guys needed some.
I'm pulling up schematic. I'm pulling up model numbers as he's talking. They don't know what they have.
Well, you bring a good point.
All right, I think I can agree to that.
Good. So, yeah, you get your destination, you get your cargo, and she bids you adieu.
Well, this will work out in more than one way.
So, do you guys need to get anything before you leave? Or are you all ready for the encounter?
I mean,
I think I'm pretty ready.
Yeah, I just download databases, grab any books I can from here, add it to our servers.
Sure.
Just
don't
throw
suppose
that
you
on the
want
back
to
end.
ask any questions about any of the people who were there before?
There are still
What are you
people.
thinking?
I don't know. There's some bars around here where the spacers hang out. They said they had problems. They didn't say all hands were lost. Maybe we should go find out what those problems were.
I can agree with that line of thinking. Let's do it.
Okay, so roll me connect then. Because you're trying to find information.
7.
So,
No, I add my charisma, so it's 8.
8. Okay then. You find some miner that used to work there, or that is, had the shift that ended recently, and they pretty much tell you, confirm that, there's, something going on there causing all those brownouts.
Like, what kind of thing going on?
Yeah. I think maybe there's some, creature there, maybe some sort of, space.
Some kind of space worm?
Some sort of space worm, and for a long while they, those not ice asteroid, those a normal job, whatever. But it only started happening recently, so they're thinking either it came from space or maybe something called from the ice.
It sounds like another bug hunt.
Yeah. Nougat from orbit.
They'd rather you not, because they're still mining it for resources. It's kind of hard to mine it with pieces.
Okay. Alright, well that was good intel.
Good.
So should we head out?
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good move. I don't think we're going to find too many stuff that would give them a problem. Is probably not going to be on any file around here. Mother probably already knows better than anyone else
Knows best.
Yeah.
You get back to your ship, you go into orbit. Doesn't take you guys that long, because same space area. Yeah, you find that many asteroid. It seems like a large chunk of ice, dirty ice, whatever. Yeah, there's like a little outpost there for docking and what have you. And yeah, you arrive. So you get hailed, or you guys meet up and goodbye. Female miner, she's like a burly woman in her 30s, mining the farm right ahead of the river. Oh, so those guys that are bringing our equipment here?
Yes, we are.
Nika, nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you as well.
So, have you been given the lowdown of what's going on? Do you guys know?
We've been briefly briefed.
Okay, so she goes over pretty much the similar details that there's some problems. They need to replace their equipment. There's some creature in the tunnels. Seems to be going after the people that are using the chemicals for the extraction. That's why they're decommissioning those for something else. And also she's checking up on her radio with the foreman. He's apparently somewhere deeper into the mines. That's he's holding out there, but also needs to pick up and what have you. So that's Joseph that needs to be. So pretty much you guys need to go into a couple places, fix up the equipment with Mother's technical knowledge, replace what you brought, and retrieve the guy because he's holding up with some stash of the Azure. That's the grid.
Okay. What's that last line? Defeat the guy?
Retrieve.
Okay, 1 sec. Alright, we're back.
Okay. So yeah, you get your lowdown over what's going on. You get some map of where you deliver this cargo. What else do you guys need?
Okay. I kind of feel my way into Mother's power armor.
Yeah, I'll bring it
it's
out to
a
the
very-
actual cargo bay.
Yeah.
It looks pretty much like some of those older sketches you see of 40k Space Marine armor. Before it was Space Marine armor.
It's like the beaky marine armor.
A little Fallout-y too. This is actually my personal suit. I had it replicated in the same style and trim as the Techno-Barbarian armies from Paleo-Terran history.
That's very thoughtful of you.
It's a hobby of mine. I've been working on it in my spare time. Paint, trim, upgrades.
Alright, I struggle into it.
We'll
It's
we'll put it on you, put you through the paces, and we'll start shooting you.
I haven't
You
seen.
can't be hurt!
As you take out your TL4 mag rifle, oops.
No, machine guns.
You have machine guns.
Sure, why wouldn't we? Crappy TL3 guns? Almost certainly.
I've got
Fucking lost and found.
I think I've got a musket from that
We'll shoot you a bunch with garbage weapons so you get confident and not get spooked when you get shot at.
Well, thank you for shooting me.
Anytime.
Have you ever fired a mag rifle before?
No, this is going to be a new and novel experience.
I'll show you how to arm it and stuff and load it.
There's a degaussing sound to it.
It's a railgun.
I'm hoping we'll be able to talk down the space worm.
Yes, of course.
Nama really does make that noise because he doesn't actually carry a gun.
Just pull the bolt back so the round flies out.
Yes, of course.
All right, let's get started on making those repairs.
Yeah. So you take your cargo, you get off the station that you've docked to, and yeah, you just like feel that the gravity is just like being turned off because you only maintain it in the actual station in the ship and what have you, and now you're in the asteroid proper, so there's like minimal level of gravity.
Okay.
Okay, so you got your map. Someone navigate me. Roll something.
What skill is that?
Let's look at some skill.
Oh God.
Is it talk?
Is it survive?
I hope it's talk.
Because I don't have it.
Survive does sound good.
Who has survive?
Nope, no, not me.
Oh.
No.
I have like the closest I have is sneak.
I have no.
Roll me some survive.
No one has it.
No one has it.
Well then.
Okay. So who's got a decent wisdom score?
Well, wait.
I have
What are we trying to do do here?
kill
You're
ourselves.
You're trying to navigate this, hazardous mine
Okay.
here.
I know
Okay.
that Stars Without Number, for sure, has an item that's relatively common that is like the navigator point thing, like that makes perfect.
Is there like a system map or something in the files?
I mean, yeah, you have like, this is what the, schematic of the mine looks like, but, between, the record to keep and like, how people mine like could be off by a bit. Plus,
Presumably we have all the equipment with us from the workshop to deal with this. Like, we have spelunking gear. Now we gotta put it to practice. Alright, I'm gonna roll blind.
Okay.
Woo-wee! Double ones.
you're an expert.
I was about to say, I choose to use my expert power to re-roll.
Here we go.
7?
That's a little better. A Navicomp.
What does Navicom do?
It gives you a never get lost on worlds with GPS, +1 on terrestrial navigations, which I think this would count as because we're...
It's sub-terrestrial, but sure, so you get a bonus +1 to offset your -1 for not having the skill. So yeah, 7. Okay. You rolled well enough, you managed to, not spend that much time getting lost in the mine, but yeah, you navigate through the, just carved ice and what have you, it doesn't even have that much of support beams or whatever, because hey, this is low G mine, so everything just hangs on by itself, and yeah, you get to some power station, what have you, that seems to be down, and yeah, you can start your repairs. Devin, would you like to roll a repair?
Oh, thank Christ. Fix is what I'm good at.
I'll give him a hand with that too.
Yeah.
You're also good at repair?
Yep, that's my job. I will take 2 dice.
Your job is to be a psychopath.
Okay, well, fix 1, so +2 to the roll. I didn't take that thing that gave
Oh, that was pretty terrible.
Oh my God.
No help from me.
9?
9. Okay. You make good progress there. You start replacing the parts. See that it's been corroded or what have you. So wouldn't expect that from mines like this, whatever. Usually,
I'll narrate while I'm working with you guys. Like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So yeah, you replace that. Have you see that it's years of damage, and I guess you proceed onwards.
I'll take a sample of the metal too. Just
Sure. Have them in a sample. Have some scrap if you want to carry this low G. Okay.
I'm kind of nervously aiming the mag rifle around, trying to keep my finger away from the trigger because I'm scared of setting it off.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll notice to see stuff that's going on.
Sure. So is it -1 or is it 3d6 and remove the highest if I don't have the skill?
-1. This is roll of despair.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. -1 makes it a 7.
7. Okay. So yeah, so you're on alert, and You see things like starting to seep out of the wall. It seems it's like sort of like goo goes out in this icy cavern. And time for combat. You're the goo creature.
Okay.
Oh God.
Set that up.
So you said initiative was D8.
Let's pause on.
Okay, we're back.
So,
Okay, change the music.
So as soon as I see the goo monster detach itself from the wall, I am just going to immediately spray and pray.
Yelling, you should yell the honored battle cry of the accountant who has very little skill.
not in the face.
Suppressive fire!
Fire all the guns. But okay, so you're being attacked by two goo creatures. That's still there, split apart, what have you. And the battle initiative goes to Mother first.
They're goo creatures.
Yeah, they're
All life is now.
all disable Dr. Flock's protocol.
You can
Right?
take some drugs and start injecting people with them if you
I'm not
want.
injecting with drugs. I don't have any combat stims that'll help them. They're terrible at combat. I will.
You can hold action with healing stims in case someone gets
Yeah, I'll
scared.
just hold action.
So yes, after that,
I was gonna try and aid someone, but it's fine.
after that, there's Jaden. What
Okay.
do you do?
I am firing wildly at the first goo creature.
Okay then, AC 13, roll to hit.
That's going to be a hit.
Okay then, roll your damage.
Okay. I'm going to have to roll this D8 twice.
Okay.
So the first one was a 6. Second one was a 5. Plus 2.
13.
13.
Okay then, now your high impact round just like split this thing like into little pieces, just like explodes comically. And yeah, I only had 10 HP.
Aha!
Okay. After that, it's goo creature's turn. I guess since you're the closest around one around because they're fiddling with the
Yeah, they're fixing the machinery.
equipment. So they'll try to attack you. And roll a 10 against your AC of 18. So no, it gets into melee range with you. So they'll give you negative modifiers if you want to try shooting it or what have you.
Okay.
But like tries going at you and yeah, doesn't really do much. You can see it's like slithery face or what have you.
Okay, I start freaking out.
All right, on one, I'm gonna run up to the this thing going after the captain, and I'm gonna grab the thing with my bare hands, which begin to like vibrate massively as I basically tear into the thing with hands, throw it to the ground, and then dead space stomp it. At least that's what he's gonna try and do. This may not go so well.
Roll it.
That would be a 17.
17. Yes, you managed to land the hit.
The D10 plus 2. That would be an 11.
Okay, yeah, you managed to grab the beast with your like telekinetic powers, just like wrap it around, put it to the ground, and stomp it until it stops wobbling about, and yeah, you managed to dispose of this one. Okay, well, that was the first combat encounter.
Oh boy.
Oh man, I'm glad this has got a telekinetic field on right now. Should get some of that off.
Yeah, it was just like sloshing in front of you.
I keep firing at the remains of the goo creature, just sort of like screaming wildly.
Right. So you got the whole mag or something?
Yeah.
Eventually, that thing,
Until it just starts
keeps gassing out.
clicking.
Well, like keeps gassing out, but like doesn't discharge so much, just like zaps you or whatever, and like you spend whole mag. It's like,
Whoa! You okay there?
Sorry. First encounter.
Yeah. This one was messy. It's take a few deep breaths, just calm yourself down. It goes away after a while.
Relaxing, Stin.
It has a convenient port for stims.
Morphine.
I want to buy. Well, yeah, those remains that like sizzle away or what have you. Seems to be a bit acidic.
In like 30 seconds, maybe make sure you got a new clip in your weapon after you're feeling a little calmer.
Okay.
In case there's more of those guys.
Well, you think there might be more?
I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Just keep an eye out. I've never seen a space worm before.
It was likely those creatures were part of its ecology. Parasites.
Yeah. Well, we'll take little bits of it back to the ship, of course.
Yes, we should take samples.
Did you guys at least finish the repairs?
The repairs are complete.
All right, I guess we'll move on to the next station.
Sure. You continue your navigation. It goes pretty okay. I'm going to make it roll for each one of them. Why?
I make sure to get a good shot of our heroic captain standing in the mess of the space worms. He may not look heroic under the armor, but he's in power armor, so no one can tell anyway.
Yeah, you have a shot of Space Marine that, just, is covered in some gunk.
Right.
You can sell it to anyone. Oh yes, I also
Put
got
it in like the
spacesuit.
ship's like log of impressive stuff.
Achievement unlocked. First blood. Good. You go to the next one. Similar story. There's some other equipment that's been like pumping, some liquids or what have you. It also seems to be corroded out. You get the repairs, and yeah, on the way to the next one, you turn the corner and there's some more of these creatures about, maybe a bigger swarm or whatever. So, do you guys want to sneak about? Or
How big of a swarm?
How big do you want this swarm to be?
I want it to be very, very small.
See, but that wouldn't make it fun narrative, now, would it?
No, I got
that's
this one.
what I was thinking.
I got the industrial strength version of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll take care of these guys. Just get ready to go with grenades in case things don't go so good.
Okay.
Let's say there are 4 of them, and one seems bigger than the other. I'll put it in the battle sheet. Accounting and what have you. Some
Right.
fun.
Math.
Combat. This isn't as fun as Fellowship or what have you.
No.
Where like, hey, these are your threats. They're kinda interesting.
Yeah.
These are stat blocks. Have fun fighting them.
To be fair, it's only like terrible in terms of like just after dealing with Fellowship, which is
Kind of the gold standard.
yeah, it's compared to a lot of other systems. This is relatively
Barbaric.
Okay then. Well, once again, Mother, you have the initiative.
I thought I was trying to sneak ahead.
I'll delay. Do no harm.
Okay. Well, sure.
I mean, unless they're like all coming at us in a rush right now.
No, I say you have the, element of surprise here, or whatever.
Oh, that's not so good. That is a downright terrible roll.
Okay then. So Notma, sneak things by, and then, they start turning on you, and you're in the midst of them, I suppose.
Okay.
With that, and
So-
let's get back to the initiative. Jaden, you can act before the goo creatures do anything.
Well, I was going to set off a couple grenades, but if Natma is in the middle of them,
That's not going to go so well.
yeah, that's not going to go so well for him.
Well,
So I'm going to fire at the big one.
does your psi thing cause power armor?
No, I don't believe it does. I'll go check real quick.
I will check, because I know that there are some like foci that makes your skin count as power armor, which give you immunity to explosions, for example. But I'm not sure whether psychic armory does that.
But the main thing I have is, am I going to get a chance to act, basically? Because I'm sneaking up. Like, when they notice, I'm assuming it becomes a regular combat round, right?
Well, yeah, you were sneaking up, but you failed.
Yeah.
So it just goes into regular combat, and your initiative is 2.
Don't we roll it?
I mean, might as well keep it. There's a short encounter.
I'm gonna
Sure,
hold
okay.
my action until after Notma goes.
I'm also holding my action.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't count as anything like that. They can attack me as normal.
Yeah, okay. So start with the smaller one.
I'm just gonna speak as a free action and say, "Get the fuck out of there."
Yeah.
Get out! Ooh, not 20. What does this thing do? 1d4 damage. Take 1 damage, Notma.
Okay.
It's been slowly dissolved by those things. So not them, okay.
It's a good thing I've got a pressure suit and a bullshit pressure suit.
Next one rolled a 17. 3 damage. 12. Third one, 5. Third one misses. And then the big one goes. That's a miss. There you go.
Okay. Here's my action. Click. Teleport.
Okay.
I drop my demo charge and teleport 100. Let me just make sure I've got the radius right before I actually do that.
Explain us how demo charges work.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You set a timer to 2 seconds or something?
Basically, yeah.
No, that's not safe.
I mean, with the
you can't get
warranty.
that fast? Like that far away.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I just want to make sure the demo charges are. I'm pretty sure they're not. They're not. They're only 50 meters only.
I mean, everyone held their actions. So
Yeah, there we go. They're 20-40, so we should be good.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. Instead of your demo charges, you teleport back, so you spend your power points, your
There you
side
go.
points, what have you. And yeah, roll some damage.
All right. So how many are there?
You just roll.
I'll roll once because
Once
that's the
applied
same
to
way of doing it.
everyone, yeah.
Okay. That would be 21.
Yeah, you just make a giant explosion, everything, goes splat. Good thing people are wearing power armors, otherwise, your eardrums will be ruptured and have you, part of the ice starts, breaking free, and the whole tunnel just like...
Oh man! Oh yeah, that was awesome! Oh god! So yeah, not my whoops and wails a bit. Oh, I think I got him.
I raise the muzzle of my gun and go and poke every splat to make sure that it's fully.
Well, you have the
Fully dead.
goo creatures mixed with, the slushy ice that's, been detonated, mixed with some of it melted because of the explosion. So it's all slushy pretty much. So I could make a drink out of that. Well, it doesn't seem to be moving at all after.
So looks like we didn't blow the rock. We still have pressure.
I mean, you're kind of deep, so just I don't think you're wearing pressure suits / whatever.
Yep.
There's no atmosphere in here.
Oh. Yeah, I should probably. Do you got a chemical neutralizer or something? It's starting to burn through my suit.
Yeah, you got phoned by mother.
That should take care of it.
Mother takes her comical, medical thing, opens it up, and burn spray. Okay then.
Oh no, he's been bitten. He's one of them now. We'll have to put him down.
Do you guys listen to Huey Lewis and the news?
Here's turning more green.
Best 250 credits I ever spent.
Okay. All right, we head off to the next repair.
Yeah. I guess not to make this too longer. How about you guys, get to the foreman that you're supposed to be rescuing, and
Sure.
there you go. So you go down deeper into the shaft. It seems to be like way deeper than like it's a fresh dig or something like that. You can see some like flickering fire, pretty much. It's like you're getting close there. You see that the entrance will be like just covered with fire, and there's some guy further behind it, like in a little cave or what have you. I don't know.
Okay. Now that I've seen combat, I'm like super macho in my power armor. So I'm just gonna march up to him and be like, "We've come to relieve you."
Oh, that's great. So, like, well, we need to take this stuff out of here. Just like, there's been a fresh dig. I think they attacked this solvent we're using. We need to move all that away. You guys, like, a nice container of a couple tons of the stuff that this is your payment, guys.
I'll get my people on it.
Okay. So, you're loading it up and I guess moving.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to start loading it up. I'm going to look over this guy. Is he alright?
Like
I'll medical him.
He seems to be a bit malnourished. Seems that he's been holding out here in this icy cavern for like a few days. So a bit worse.
Full regiment of shots and IVs and stuff. Hydrolytes.
You're escorting this guy back, loading up with the cargoes. You like replace the last machinery that was at the very end. And so one last round of combat as you're getting swarmed by those goo creatures from multiple sides this time. So one grenade won't cover it. Guess you went to some like more of exposed cave and.
Don't worry, I'll take care of the civilian. In the event that he gets attacked, I'll break his neck so he doesn't suffer.
Do no harm.
You really are the Dr. Foxbone, aren't you?
Do no harm.
I can't possibly kill a giant space worm. That would be against my ethical programming, Captain.
It's a unique creature.
Don't worry,
Its own
Captain.
right to life.
I'll rip your head off if it looks like we're even close to being captured.
And then we'll put you on ice and rebel.
Put you out of your misery.
It's the only ethical thing to do.
So if you guys want to reroll your initiative or what have you,
I'll be good.
rate more up.
You go play.
So that's 2 for
Yep.
Jaden,
6.
6 for Notma, and Mother.
Oh, I'll just go never. Let me roll. 6.
6. Okay then. Well, it's Mother and Notma.
I'm covering the dude.
There.
I'm going to hold, and basically when these guys are going to... Actually, is it going to make any difference at all?
It's all going to make a difference.
It really is going to make any difference. There's no... Me shooting and me attacking is... The only difference is shock.
Yep.
So,
What's your shock?
shock 215.
15. Yeah, you'd be able to do damage, and then if you miss, you can still charge into them if you want.
No, I'm assuming that they're going to rush up to me. So I'm going to basically wait till they charge in, and then at that point I'll intercept them and attack them.
Okay. Someone doesn't do anything. Hold action.
Yeah, I'm just holding.
Okay then. Yeah. So 2 creatures, they are faster. They go. Let's see who they'll go after. 1, 2, 3, and the miner. First goes after Notma, and the second goes after Mother. So Notma, you wanted to?
Yeah, this guy's getting freaking sword hand. That would be a 14.
Its AC is 14. You managed to hit it.
Excellent. That would be 8 points of damage.
So okay, you slash into bits, and half of it seems to be gone. Mother, do you do anything?
It's coming at us?
Yes,
Can we lose it by running?
possibly.
Alright.
Unless there's a mechanic for running away from combat.
I mean, I guess it would probably be exert or whatever. How about I try to do something clever with some of the mining tech we have? I'll kit bash together like a seizure grenade, like a lot of lights and noise, and I'll huck it at the oozes to attract them.
Okay.
So I'll roll fix.
Sure.
I got +2 to this. 16. Wait a minute, I rolled a d20. That's why that number was so high.
You managed to hit with it.
9.
Okay.
I rolled 2d6 because it's a skill check.
Sure thing. So you managed to couple something together. Slash. You've prepared for this after seeing them for the first couple times,
Yeah.
and you throw a grenade off, and the creature that was going after you seems to be veering off and goes after that.
Perfect.
No, there are the remaining two that go in. Because they got initially 4 and 3. For Jaden, one goes after Mother, another goes after the Miner. So, one's gonna attack you, Mom. That's a 3, so that's a miss. And try to go after the Miner.
God damn it.
12. Yeah, the Miner gets hit.
No, that's fine.
No,
It really is.
No, I can bring him back immediately.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You're an actual medic.
He cannot die.
Yeah. No, it seems to be quite effective other than like slashing its, vac suit up and going to town at the miner. So the poor guy is, being torn. Jaden, what do you do? See,
Okay, set the scene for me. What's going on?
one creature is distracted, and on Mother's creation. Notma is slashing at one creature and has been pretty successful at it. Another creature is at Mother, and one is on the Miner.
Okay. I am going to double fist 2 grenades.
Okay.
I'm going to pull the pins out with my teeth, and then I'm going to leap at the one that is distracted and just immerse both of my hands into it.
Okay.
Again, that sounds like a melee punch / roll, something like that, something melee. I don't think you have any of them, so
No, I don't.
roll a d20.
Literally, the question is if he detonates both those grenades, isn't it supposed to just?
I mean, he can fumble quite well because
Pretty sure you didn't use your teeth because your helmet's on.
So -1 makes it a 5.
5. Okay, what price would you like to pay for this? Or slash, what consequences
How
would you
about
like?
damage to the power?
Damage to the power armor seems apt.
Sure. So, yeah, you detonate one of the goo creatures. I'm not going to make you roll for damage because I think you've got it. How much does a grenade do?
2d6.
2d6. So it would be 46.
Yeah,
I have to.
It's got 16 HP. I think you've got it. So yeah, but your power armor bits start coming loose and what have you, so it'll
Okay.
need some repairs. So yeah, I'll cross off one of those creatures.
It's rated for shrapnel, not detonating the grenades in
Not
your
clenching
hands.
them in your fists.
You're not ready for that. You're just misusing it.
Yep.
You avoided the warranty.
Okay. Top of the round. It's Mother and Notma. You still have that one creature next to you. Mother has one creature next to you, and there's one creature on the miner.
Well, I think Notma is going to, I guess,
Slash.
yeah, I don't really have much of an option. I'm going to try and take out the...
You can teleport and leave all of them behind.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to work too well, but I will attack this thing. Is it have 2 hit points left?
It's got 8 points left.
Really? Okay, yeah, that's tough. All right,
So
so
at 16, you damaged it 8 points.
I'll try and whack it with my sword hand. That would be a 20.
20. You
Nice.
hit it.
and 11 points of damage.
Yeah, you slash it to bits, and those bits to bits, and eventually those bits stop moving. There you go.
Nice.
You've killed a critter. Mother, you have a creature on you.
On me? Like it's attacking me?
Yes, you want to leave distracted and it's been double fisted, and another came by.
Okay, I'll use like a fire extinguisher to like spook it off.
Should I? Sure.
What do you want me to roll? Fix?
What do we want to roll?
I would like to roll fix.
How about medical? Because you're trying to like
Yeah, alright.
distract him.
Yeah,
non-directly.
alright. Same number, asshole.
Ah.
It's medical, which means I roll 3d6, drop the lowest. Wow. 9.
No.
I rolled really badly.
That's still pretty damn good.
I mean, 9
I got a
on,
1 and a 2. And a 5.
9 on 3 6 is still pretty okay. So yeah, you managed to distract it and you lose a turn. Okay, that was not good. And then there's one creature that finished killing off the miner, and turns at
When do you finish killing off the miner? Did you guys not save the miner?
Your job was to save the miner.
Okay, but I can only save him when he's not in combat.
I mean, combat will probably end soon. So
Somebody better end it so I can resuscitate him.
So yeah, it turns its attention towards Jaden that went in so flashy and bangy and what have you,
Yep, I sure did.
and it rolled a 1, so it's in your range, but didn't manage to get into your crevices of the power armor. Okay, Jaden,
I'm gonna shoot it.
do it. You got -1 because you're in melee.
I'm just gonna pull the pins on my last 2 grenades.
Sure thing. Roll that damage. See how badly you do, how well you do.
Who needs skill when you have high explosives?
So I got 10 on the first 3, and then the last one is 5, so 15.
It's okay. You manage to detonate it. It's still a sliver. It's still holding on a bit. Still dragging.
It's got 16 hit points, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed it does. But since your power armor was damaged, how about a d4 of damage to you?
That seems
Take
fair.
1 damage.
Okay.
As your things go into the cracks and whatever, you're feeling the sting of that shrapnel.
Someone's gonna have to mark that down for me.
I did mark on the.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Next out of combat, Mother and Notma.
Okay.
Is that monster dead?
The monster has been distracted. The one on you, and there's still
Well,
something hanging
I'll tell you
on
what.
next to.
Why don't I go now?
Yes.
It's being distracted, very specifically being distracted. I have no monster in front of me at the moment because I just killed the
Yes.
one. So I'm going to run over to the one that's on that was on Mother, and I guess the miner's still not. He's not being eaten right now, is he?
No, that monster just dropped its body there, and moved toward.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that the power armor's still holding because I haven't heard anything to the contrary. So I'm going to run.
4 grenade explosions. I don't think you can cross them. And...
I'm going to run over to the one going after Mother with its distracted and hit it from behind. I'm guessing there's flanking in this game of some kind.
Probably +1, +2 to hit. See what you roll. See what they do.
Oh no, that's a miss. I'll just do shock damage.
Sure. Shock damage of 2, so it goes down to 14 hit points. Okay, now that's a creature that has 40 hit points. It's going to turn your attention to you, because you've been poking at it, and it just folds itself inwards towards you like a good creature, and what does it do? It hits you.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. Roll 1d6. That's 2 damage going your way. So you're at 10. How does it feel to be, equal to those Normies? Okay, then that's...
I owe my vitality to getting nothing but Spacer's Choice.
Oh, other worlds.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
tried everything else, don't try. So yeah, that sliver of goo creatures going after Jaden now, and rolled a 9, so that's a miss. It's trying to flail at you with its last strength.
Okay.
Jaden, what do you do?
I'm going to fire at it, which is -1 because I'm in melee. But I rolled exceptionally well.
How much did you roll?
I rolled an 18, so -1 takes me to 17.
Yeah, even -1 for being in melee with it, you hit it, roll your damage. See how well you finish this off.
I mean, it only has 1 HP.
I know! See how much you do!
Okay. So 5, 3, 8, 10.
10. That will be 10 times as much as you need to finish this off. Yeah, you splatter it, probably give it a couple extra taps like you're used to now. And yeah, it stops moving. Well, toggle it around. There's still that good creature on you, Notma.
Is the miner not being murdered?
Yes, it's lying over there.
Alright, I'll go over to the miner and start resuscitating him. I'm really good at it.
Sure, roll your magic lift thingy.
Yeah, so... I can stabilize one more lead per turn action. Roll 3d6, drop the lowest. Let's just do that. Ah, come back. 9, 10, 11.
Okay, I think that's good enough.
Plus,
right?
he immediately gets injected with lift, and my drugs are really good.
Yeah. He gasps for air and, comes back to life.
Don't go to the light.
It is not a friendly light. Hey,
Yeah, he's back at full health.
is he?
Yep, because of how I do it.
Neat.
Level plus their heal skill in lost hit points is a main action. He was just some guy, so he didn't have a lot. So he has. Yeah, what was his max HP?
I don't know, a few.
Okay, well he got 3 back.
Okay. Notma, there's still that one creature that, managed to get on you.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna start punching it in the head, and
Do it.
I hope someone's recording this.
Well, there's always recording.
There we go. 8.
8. It's still alive. Still alive. 6 hit points left. It's going to attack you. It's 13. No, that's not enough to hit you. Jaden, what do you do?
I am going to fire point blank into the last remaining goo creature.
Roll your Gauss rifle.
Nope.
Okay. It goes wide, doesn't do anything. Notma.
I will finish this thing off.
You say that.
I'll try. That would be a 16.
Okay. Good enough.
8 points of damage.
Yes, you managed to put that thing down. There you go.
Buzzsaw hands for the win!
Yep. You just spray it into many pieces, and eventually all that goo stops moving. Okay.
I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're back.
Okay. So you dispatch of the last of the creatures. You managed to make your way back, stabilizing the poor guy. I guess, with Mother around, he won't go down.
Nope.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you're here. That would have been a real mess to explain.
Yeah.
Get plenty of take a few shots and stuff of the worms so that they understand exactly what they're dealing with.
Yeah. Well, not bad for our first combat here. Jaden took 1 damage from the grenade. Notma got 6 points of damage. And that was it, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, you managed to get back to the station. There was the miner. Get your, I guess, payment in the scrap, and I suppose that will be mostly it. You guys pack up and...
Do we get a piece of pretext salvage?
Yeah, so you get, say, 5 tons of that rougeur. Let me get that. think for you. Exactly what you're getting. It's not the very expensive stuff, but
Okay, well, we can record that down. But as long as we get that pre-tech component, I can start modifying the engine.
yeah, you get one pretty component as you like salvage through the stuff you're getting.
Captain, I'm going to take some of this and the slush fund and begin modifying the engine for faster travel.
That's fine.
We'll need about a week downtime.
Oh, that's a real tragedy. 'Cause I don't know about you, but I could use a drink.
Well, above that, crewman engineer, second class.
I mean, you want a drink? You have a whole alcohol of liquid joy. Just tap into those barrels. And
Just gonna cut to like mother putting a gun in your hand, be like, "This man stole from you. Show him the price of disloyalty." Now you're drug dealers.
so, as you're like, okay, as you're leaving the station, your computer indicates that there's some one of the doors in the closed collecting slash there's some sort of air leak there.
One of the doors is an air leak.
Well, yeah, your docking bay doors has an air leak.
As we're leaving the dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay, now what, guys?
That seems like something that the engineer should look into.
Huh. Sounds good to me.
All right, well, we'll both head to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see there's the goo creatures starting to seep in through some crack in the thing.
Below the airlock.
Sure, you blow the airlock, plus you engage your murder, antibody countermeasures.
I don't think we ever bought those.
No, you have those, I think, on your
Do
ship.
we have boarding countermeasures?
No, we don't.
No, we didn't. We didn't have the money.
Those were very expensive.
But we'll just blow the airlock and let physics take care of this fuck.
So maybe we should do something about the guys we have in the cabin.
I mean, you're not blowing the entire
Oh,
ship's
We're not blowing
air
the ship's
supply.
air.
Yeah.
You're blowing, this...
Oh, you're gonna be on a luxury thing, and then we just chloroform and put him into cold storage. Wake him up, hypnotize him, make him think it was a luxury cruise. You and 1,500 other friends.
have this total recall.
Right.
So yeah, you manage to just blow it away. And yeah, that's it for this adventure.
Cool.
Yeah. A bit shorter because, we don't want to get to the next stuff until, Kevin's around, I suppose. So we can figure out what you're guys doing in the downtime, how you're bringing the ship. Yes?
And which will involve absolutely no combat because that's what his character is good at.
Right.
I mean, there might be some other type of combat around. So yeah, I was Peter.
Mark?
Devin.
Tyler?
And this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.